Hi, I'm Helen from Heritage Garden Seeds, and today we're going to do the sow along for our Angelica seeds. So you can sow your Angelica in the autumn or the spring, but autumn is always a perfect time because they do need a period of cold to stratify before germination. So if you sow them now, they can stratify over the cold winter months and then naturally germinate in the spring when the temperatures start to warm. It is better to direct sow your Angelica, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to sow mine into these trays. So they're just gravel trays with holes underneath to allow for drainage. So for me personally, it's just so that I can keep them safe at home over the winter because I'm planning on doing a lot of work on the allotment over the next few months and don't want to damage these. So Angelica is well known for being very, very unpredictable when it comes to germination. So please sow more seeds than you think you will need. And we're just going to scatter them over the surface of the soil. So I am going to do quite a few because fresh is best when it comes to Angelica. And just to give me some extra chances of getting that perfect plant. And then we're just going to lightly press those into the soil so that they have contact. So Angelica does need light for germination, so there is no need to cover these. If you do want to cover them with something, maybe just a very, very light layer of vermiculite or maybe even some horticultural grit, but nothing too much. Like I say, we do not want to exclude the light. And so we're just going to water those in. And then we just want to make sure that the soil stays moist over the winter. So like I say, it is unlikely that we're going to see any signs of life over the winter months, so we just need to try and keep the area weed free. Obviously remember where we sowed them and don't disturb the seeds, and then they should germinate naturally in the spring. And then once those seedlings start to germinate, we just obviously want to keep the growing area weed free and keep it moist. And then to enjoy the leaves or stems at its best, you want to harvest those in the spring before the plant flowers. Now, Angelica is biennial and it is also monocarpic. So once your plant flowers, if you allow it to go to seed, then the whole plant will die back once it has done that because that has just completed its life cycle. So if you want to try and encourage the plant to come back, then please do remove the flowers as soon as they have flowered. Obviously, if you do allow your Angelica plant to go to seed, then it is likely to self-seed anyway and do its own thing. So you do want to be careful when harvesting your Angelica because the sap can be an irritant, so it could burn your skin in sunlight. And I really hope that you enjoy growing this amazing plant. So it is both edible but also absolutely stunning, and I fell in love with this when I was working on a Chelsea flower show garden earlier this year, and I think I'm just going to be forever in awe of this gorgeous, gorgeous plant. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. The best place is always on Instagram. The Instagram handle is @Heritage Garden Seeds, or you can email me. The email address is hello@heritagegardenseeds.com.